Hey guys, it's Meg. I am back this week with a new tarot reading for you. I should start off by first saying that I am really sorry for missing last week. I was not feeling my best, and I think it showed. I did try and film another video last week, but it was, ooh, it was rough. I'm not known for particularly good filmmaking skills, but yikes, you guys, this one was bad. So I chose to take the weekend and not do my usual posting routine. I'm going to be trying something different with it this weekend, see how well that goes. But the point is, I missed last week and I am sorry about it. So for this week, I'm going to be doing a longer video. But before I get into it, I just wanted to say that if you like what you see in this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you can be in the loop whenever I post new work like this. I also do vlog style videos, so if you're interested, go check them out. So to get into the reading, I am again going to be using the Beautiful Creatures deck by J.R. Rivera and come on, artist, Jasmine Beckett Griffith, one of my favorites. Gorgeous. I love this. I love this deck. So, if you want to join in with me as well, go ahead and grab a deck and we can shuffle and read our cards together. So, however you want to do this, go ahead and, do what's comfortable for you. I'm going to start by just going through and shuffling like this. Don't know if this is the best way, but it certainly is comfortable for me. Here you go. Whoop. Okay, and we go one more time. Okay, I feel like that's good. You feel like that's good, but I'm also going to just go ahead and cut the deck as close to down the middle as I possibly can. Doesn't matter if you do that, but the cards are shuffled, and here we go on pulling the cards. So the first card I'm going to pull is the Star, and essentially what this means is that you can see the little title underneath that is hope. I think for me, this is especially relevant because there have been some incredibly trying times in my life. Certainly the last 2 months of last year were very hard. I've made another video on that if you want to go check that out. It's on my channel, and I can link it in the description below if you'd like. But it was incredibly difficult, and I certainly felt really sad. And there's always a light in the dark. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And I think, being patient, being persistent, you will see that. And you will see that there is still hope. And another card that springs to mind that might work well for this is the Five of Cups. I've been seeing a lot of that card in personal readings that I don't do on camera. And I think with those two cards, it would suggest that not all hope is lost. You've lost some things, you haven't lost everything. And if you hold on to hope, if you hold on to that light, you will see that you still have something to build back up. So that is the first card, the Star, or Hope. Now the second card I'm going to pull is the One of Wands, and this is to do with energy. And I feel like there's a couple of ways I can interpret this. The way I'm going to interpret this in this reading is that my personal energy is, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling very, I don't want to say elevated, but it feels like my energy is definitely higher than it has been in a couple of days. So yes, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling productive. I'm feeling able to take care of important things without having to really push myself. But another thing that may have affected me last week is that my focus was being pulled in all sorts of different directions, and it was really taxing the energy I had. The reason I say this is because I have a lot of projects on my plate, one of which, and the biggest one right now, is that I'm going to be traveling with my dad in a couple of weeks. And the planning and the sourcing information for all of the things I want to do has been very difficult. And because this is my first time planning something like what we're doing, it feels like that part of my energy was being taxed more heavily than it would have been had I not tried to stretch myself. So while my energy's up, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to take advantage of what I have to do right now and just stop trying to push myself so hard to get things done. I need to get things done. Let me qualify that. Stop trying to prioritize smaller things over the big things. You know, planning my trip versus maybe some smaller tasks that don't need to be done right away. So that's what I meant by that. We're going to move on. So that is the One of Wands, or energy. The third card I'm going to pull is the Decadence, or abruption. Now, with this deck, there's some unique cards in here that aren't necessarily standard to traditional decks. I feel like this is one of them. Now, I think this is speaking to a personality trait that I have that is not entirely the best. But there's, I have a tendency of being brisk with people, especially if I'm frustrated with them, where, it's very easy for me to just say, fine, cut off. And that's not very nice. I realize that's not very nice. I don't quite think that's what this has to do. The trait that I just discussed, I don't know if that's necessarily close to what this means. I'm going to say, for me, there's something coming to an abrupt end. And while I'm not quite sure what that might mean, I feel like there's something coming that may not be working in my favor. I can't pin this card. I'll have to do some thinking, but we'll see what happens. Going back to the energy card, I talked about travel paperwork and all of that. What's making me feel better is that I got my travel papers in order. So I'm happy that's done. I can move on. Yeah, I can move on. So I'm not sure what that means. I'll do some thinking and we'll see what comes of this. So the fourth card that I'm going to pull is the Page of Wands, or venture is the subtitle for that. And I'm going to guess what this means for me is that I'm trying new things. I'm starting new things, especially the idea of having my own, maybe starting a business around doing this. Can't say if that's going to come off for sure, but we'll see. I also feel like this means that I'm venturing out of my own comfort zone, because we're talking about traveling. I've never traveled on my own, especially in a foreign country. because I'm going to Paris in April and I'm very excited. But I am, I'm really excited to see what goes on and how things work. So it's definitely a venture out of my comfortable little bubble. So we'll see how well it goes. I think I'm making progress, but it's been a lot, and I'm excited. So yeah, that is the Page of Wands. The 5th card I'm going to draw is the Queen of Pentacles, or Ambition. And I'm liking this card for me right now because I talked about having a lot of projects on my table, and certainly a lot of them are ambitious. And for example, at some point in the game, I'm going to be researching how to start my own website and online business. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But it's ambitious and it's big and it's out of my comfort zone. Hence the adventure card telling me get out of your comfortable bubble because you want to do this. So you can't stay where you're comfortable. Yeah, so there's definitely some ambitious projects on my plate. I also kind of want to do my own Oracle deck, which I am starting on. So yeah, there's a lot of ambition in me. I have the skills to make it happen, which came up in another private reading I did for myself. So it's looking like something's going to happen that is going to be certainly going to test my skills, but is going to work. Whether in my favor or not, I have yet to know. But yeah, keep to my ambitions and I'll be all right. So that is the Queen of Pentacles. And this final card is the Knight of Cups, or Empathy. And here I feel this is talking, it's saying that, well, there's a difference between empathy and intuition, but that I need to be open and empathetic where the concerns of people come to play. Again, I'm not quite sure. I think how I'm going to interpret this is that there are going to be people who naysay what I want to do. There are going to be people who don't like the thought of me not having a steady paycheck, or not having a solid foundation. And to some extent, I think they're right in being concerned, because let's take the social media influencer example. It's a lot of work, and there's no guarantee that you're going to be noticed. There's no guarantee that if, let's say you have the opportunity to monetize your YouTube channel, there's no way to guarantee views. It's risky. And here I feel this is saying, you're hearing what they're saying and you understand it and you feel for their concern. So here, that's what I think this is saying. Like I said, I want to have my own online business, around my tarot cards, around my art, my print shop. But I also have to be listening with my heart to what other people's concerns are, because I think at this point in my life, I need stability and I need to be able to start doing things that normal adults would do, and I can't do right now because of my situation. So that is how I'm going to interpret this card for myself. That is the last card in the reading. So I wanted to say a big thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everything. Comments, questions, concerns can be left in the comment section below. If you guys want to see more, like I said, go ahead and hit the subscribe and the bell button. Stay in the loop for when I post new content. And I will be back soon with a standard vlog and a new print update. So if you want to see that, links to all of that will be in the description below. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.